Saudi Arabia's clear path to World Cup shows power of FIFA and Infantino. Saudi Arabia hosting the 2034 tournament has quickly become a certainty, even as the Gulf states' wider ambitions remain unclear. The World Cup had not even finished in Qatar last winter before the question began to be asked. When would it be Saudi Arabia's turn? Like a mist creeping in off the sea, from nowhere the conversation was suddenly ubiquitous and the outcome apparently inevitable. Now, not even a year later, we know the answer. Saudi Arabia will host the FIFA Men's World Cup in 2034. Only the most unexpected or disastrous of circumstances will change that. Saudi Arabia, officially, has only expressed an interest in being host to the 48-team tournament, but it stands in a field of one. It has the endorsement of the Asian Football Confederation and more than 100 FIFA member nations. Not insignificantly, it is also the apple of Gianni Infantino's eye. The FIFA president was in Riyadh for the launch of an esports tournament last week, so great is his enthusiasm for sport in the country. The manner in which Saudi Arabia earned its uncontested success caught people by surprise. A meeting of the FIFA Council at the start of October had been expected to offer up something relatively mundane on the future of the international football calendar. Buried in item 4.6 of the agenda, though, was the topic, bidding processes and hosting of the FIFA World Cup. What was put on the table was a new way of doing things, overturning rules on the timing of bids that had been put in place just a decade before and ensuring rotation of the tournament between all confederations, with Asia or Oceania guaranteed to host in 2034. These were changes which enabled Saudi Arabia not only to bid in confidence but to have its success confirmed almost immediately. Attendees at the meeting, the most senior administrators in football, including the president of UEFA and the chair of the English FA, had been made aware of the proposed changes just a week before. They were successfully voted through. There has not been any public expression of discontent over the way this process was managed. The way Australia responded was instructive. It is long thought to have had ambitions to host the Men's World Cup in 2034, perhaps alongside Indonesia, but when presented with a 25-day expedited deadline to make its mind up, Football Australia, which competes as part of the Asian Confederation, ultimately chose to stand down. Its chief executive, James Johnson, was accepting of the process. "It is what it is," he said. Australia is understood to be leading the contenders to host FIFA's ambitious new Club World Cup in 2029. If recent events give the sense that football has fallen in line behind a desire to grant Saudi Arabia its wishes, then it wouldn't be the first time that talk of values, in transparency and accountability as much as thornier topics such as the protection of human rights, has come up short against the reality of the beautiful game. But it also shows that, in accordance with Infantino's ambitions, football is at last becoming a truly global sport.